Larry Newman. I'm an attorney. I'm located in Ithaca, New York. So I'd like to talk to you about what happens if you're a professional, have a professional license in New York State, and now you're facing criminal charges. Before practicing as an attorney, I was a chiropractor. I did that for 10 years. I've been an attorney now for 14 years. I can tell you that to get a license takes a tremendous amount of work. I understand that. To lose a license doesn't take a lot, and that's where the problem starts. Under New York State law, and it's New York State Education Law 65095AI, any violation of New York State law is considered an instance of professional misconduct. An instance of professional misconduct is enough to trigger either a reprimand, a suspension, or a revocation. And the difference between a suspension of a license and a revocation of a license is a suspension of a license is normally a temporary inactivation of your privilege to practice. And a revocation of a license is a cancellation of your license where you'd have to reapply and perhaps even retest and reaffirm and get your license back. So that's what's at stake when we're dealing with a professional license holder that's facing criminal charges. Whenever I have a professional in front of me that's dealing with criminal charges, there's three things I'm thinking about. Number one is, what are the strengths and weaknesses of their case? And is it possible to go from a criminal disposition of their case to a non-criminal disposition of their case? That's number one. Number two is I'm thinking, in this particular county with this particular prosecutor, can I make an equity argument on top of the weaknesses of the case argument? In other words, with this particular prosecutor, go along with the understanding that because this person is a professional license holder, that they're due different consideration than somebody else. Some prosecutors say equity, schmequity. Other prosecutors understand what it takes to get a professional licensure and feel differently about that. The third thing that I'm thinking about, and I'm always thinking about covering all the bases, is that professional, if they're facing a DWI or they're facing something that involves drugs, I definitely want them to go get a drug alcohol evaluation, and I want them to follow through with whatever the recommendations are. Got to be diagnosed, prognosed, and then follow through. That's important. That covers all the bases, 360 degrees all the way around in terms of what we can do in terms of the criminal case, as well as what we're going to do on a practical matter. When and if your case ever shows before a board, you want to be able to show that you were proactive and that you did everything possible to show that you don't have a long-standing problem. If you have any questions about your professional license facing criminal charges, please feel free to give me a call. This is what I do. I'll be more than happy to help you.